I'll tell you what, right? I've just had a nipper.
You have?
Yeah.
Ah, great. Yeah. A miracle of childbirth.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many does that make now, then?
One.
I thought I could spot the glow of the newly found joy of fatherhood, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bit of hangover, yeah.
Yeah. You had a few, then?
No. I had a lot, in fact. But that was after the birth, you know, when my wife had given birth.
Yeah. Well, that's fair enough. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, so was I when I got down the pub in a little while.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But during the actual birth, right?
Yeah.
I was there.
Where?
I was in the,
What, in the,
Yeah, I was in there, and I doing the old, with the, you know... And I was watching the thing, and I was watching the old, you know, with the, you know...
You were watching?
Yeah.
Watching the,
Yeah.
That's not natural, is it?
No, it is natural. That's what it is. That it is a natural birth. That is the modern way of doing it. Yeah, right. So these days, right, when they give birth, right, they do it all without the modern technology and without the drugs and with the dad there. It's because of the primitive woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. The primitive woman, right, like when she's in the jungle, right,
Yeah.
and she's up the duff. Because of the primitive man, right? She, when her time comes, right, she just goes straight into a rude hut, right? And she squats down and out it pops.
What, and the doctors think that's a good idea, do
Yeah,
they?
they do, yeah.
In a rude hut?
All comes out.
No, I think you've been done. I think you've been turned over.
How do you mean then?
What's the national health? You see, it's all the cutbacks. No. I reckon if you went private, you could have all the drugs, all the injections, all the gases that you wanted. And so could the missus.
No. Yeah.
And what happened there then?
Well, I came bottom.
Well, yeah.
But we learnt then, you know, the whole way. So I was able to quite a lot, you see, so they had to move me.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, did it go smoothly?
It did, yeah. And it ended up, right, and with this big nurse, right, picks up the little fella and gives him a big slap right across the backside.
Oh, wasted on a baby, of course.
Still, it is marvellous, the miracle of birth, right, to think that after, you know, just 9 months later, right, after that first thing, just after those few seconds, minutes maybe, right,
Of ecstasy.
Of ecstasy, yeah. There is, you know, there's the birth.
Yeah. Well, you know what's actually happening, don't you, during the ecstasy?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, you know what you're depositing in there, don't you?
What is that then?
Well, it's like millions and millions of little tadpoles.
Oh, right.
And they're called sperms.
Yeah.
And each of these little sperms,
they're
trying to swim up. They're trying to swim right up.
Right, yeah.
And the fastest swimmer of them all, the Mark Spitz of the sperm world, he gets up there.
Like the Duncan Goodyear of the sperm world.
Duncan Goodyear, whatever. He's swimming up
like
there.
The Joe Davis of the sperm world. Or the Frank Boff of the sperm world.
Whatever. He's swimming up there.
Yeah.
It reaches the egg.
Yeah.
And then... it fertilises, see?
Yeah.
And then the cell starts to divide.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, first you got, like, one cell.
Yeah, and then all these cells are right, like, so in the end, you've got more than 200 cells, probably, in a body.
Oh, yeah, at least that.
Yeah.
At least that. Yeah. And each of these cells has got genes on. Carrying the...
Yeah, you mean genetic genes.
Genetic.
Yeah.
And it's like, they carry the information.
Oh, right.
They carry all the information about us, about you, about me. All that information is carried down.
Oh, right. What? Not about how I tried to fiddle the expenses down at the... when I had that job at the bottling plant. And I was picking up the paycheck and everything.
No. It's not that sort of information.
Oh, right.
It's like information about, like, the body.
Oh, yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Like, it decides what it's going to grow.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have 2 legs.
Right.
2 arms.
Yeah.
2 hands.
2 chins.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And it also sends the information down about making them grow bigger.
You know, it is marvellous, right, after all that, then when they're 9 months and then it comes, yeah.
It is an absolute miracle.
Yeah,
A miracle. I always think a newborn baby looks a bit like Winston Churchill.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Without the cigar, obviously.
Yeah.
What do they reckon this one look like then?
Oh, they reckon it looks like me.
It doesn't take after the father then. Ultra Vixens was depraved. Deep Throat shocked the world. Now comes something even more disgusting, obnoxious, and obscene.
A goal was then scored, at which point the accused was observed to run onto the pitch and attack the referee. He was apprehended and subsequently taken to police headquarters, where he was later charged with assault.
Thank you, Constable. What did he say?
He said it was offside.
Yeah, by bleeding miles.
This is disgraceful behaviour. Just because you disagree with the decision of an official at a football match, you take it into your head to run on the field and physically attack.
Yes.
It was not. It was a perfectly good goal.
You blind old prat.
Now listen here. Listen here, didn't it?
But he put it up first.
The final decision was offside. There should be no...
Your worship, might I perhaps bring us back to the law as it applies in this case?
Oh, yes, of course. The clerk will remind us of the legal position.
The law clearly states that if an attacking player is placed between the goal line and the first defensive player, excluding the goalkeeper at the time when the ball is played, he shall be deemed to be offside.
Whose side are you on?
I take no sides, your worship. I merely pointed out that United won fair and square, thus proving themselves infinitely superior to this load of dickheads over here.
So the correct score was 1-0.
Yep, 1-0, we stuffed it.
1-0. 1-0. It was never a goal.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
5 years.
5 years! 5 years!
Bastards!
7 years! 7 years! 7 years!
It's like this. The world is a human jungle, right? And we're all sort of like animals, innit, right? And we're trying to survive. And that's why, if someone gets in my way, I punch them out. See what I mean? I mean, that's what I'm about. I mean, that's what I stand for. See what I mean? I mean, that is what I believe in, right? And that is why I'm asking you to vote for me, Anthony Barker, your Conservative candidate.
I must say, Barty, this place of yours, absolutely unique, isn't it?
Unique? Yes, but what is unique? Whenever anybody says that word to me, I'm reminded of that definition of Oscar Wilde. Do you know Oscar Wilde at all?
Not really, no.
Well, he said there are a few things in life that are truly unique. They are easily enumerated. The music of Beethoven, the intuition of a woman, the obstinacy of an ass, the song of a tit, the crow of a cock, and the waywardness of the wind.
That's very good. Very good. Very good. I must remember that. Music of Beethoven, intuition of a woman, obstinacy of an ass, the song of a tit, the crow of the wind, and the waywardness of a cock.
No, it's the crow of a cock and the waywardness of the wind.
Oh, sorry, yes. Yes, the crow of a cock and the waywardness of the wind. What were the others again?
The music of Beethoven, the intuition of a woman, the obstinacy of an ass, and the song of a tit.